All right, what's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father. Amazon Kindle Create Space. Okay, I can see the regret in her eyes. A lot of us brothers don't talk about this, but and I'm sure women can talk about this on a guy level. But I'll leave that to the women. We can see the regret in you ladies' eyes. You know, when you make the bad choices, and men, sometimes out of youth and inexperience, but more so we're talking about the ones who pride comes before the fall. So when you get that experiences and you still going down the wrong path, for whatever reason, we can see the regret in your eyes. Like when you talking to a guy or not talking to a guy, and you wind up seeing each other, because one of the things about modern day relationships is social media that I don't know why people like to do this shit, but if you don't want to talk to somebody but you want to be their friend on social media, and then you see their evolution and you like, I didn't see that in them. Well, you didn't try to see that in them because you were superficial. You just was, they didn't have on the freshest Harachis. Okay. But then you see these people, and sometimes I notice it in my own life experience where, a person would say something to me one day, 1 month, 1 year, and then a blue moon pop up and they see me in person again, and like, and you can see, I want to say something to you, but I really can't, because I know you remember what the fuck I said to you when you stop fucking with me like that. Like, yeah, and my eyes are like, yeah, I remember that shit. I remember that shit. Don't you fucking come around here talking about you like me and you care and you want to be, don't you do it. But a lot of brothers see that regret, We talk about the chicks that like, I'm gonna date non-black men, and then we can see the regret in y'all eyes when you're like, I'm getting treated like shit, but I can't say it because these motherfuckers will be right. Like, okay, it is what it is, sugar. You can say it with the guys who, oh, he's not successful. Damn, the dude is like 24. What the fuck? He is not supposed to be like a multi-billionaire who started from, poverty or middle class or lower middle class. Like, what are you doing? And then you see the guy and he's doing pretty well. I want to tell him I love him. No, you don't. You want to tell him I love your new bank account. So people can see it, Sometimes you can see the regret from and some of the quote unquote good men know this one. When a girl doesn't want to talk to you, but she wants to talk to another guy, but you come to find out that she wants the other guy to be somewhat like you, and she tries to play like you against him in some ways, well, such and such is like this, and I learned that from such and such and such, and the dude she's with like, why you be with the motherfucker? You here sucking my dick, so what the fuck are you talking about? I mean, it wasn't that important to you to be with the motherfucker because you here with me, butt ass naked, making terrible pancakes because you can't cook. And both guys know what's going on, and the girl thinks she's such a genius that I can do this and it works, and people are like, you idiot. And then you come across the person that's like, oh, they made another step in evolution, and now what? Kind of the ugly duckling. The guy who becomes, I don't like his clothes, and then he changed clothes, and like, oh, he's completely different, and I will talk to this guy now. Stop it. Like, and the reason I'm saying that for the ladies in particular, because we see the regret in your eyes. Some of y'all have this ridiculous notion that you're gonna meet Mr. Right at the perfect time, and you get a say on what's going on, when it's going on, where it's going on, why it's going on, how it's gonna go on, and with who. And it's like, okay, this is not gonna work for you, Chef. But people are like, yeah, yes it will. And then with experience, they come to find out, where the good guys go. Where the good guys? Why? You know what? I'm gonna change. I ain't gotta change it. This is one of the complaints that women have about guys dating, either outside their race or outside or just not them. Is if you don't have to wait for a man, I ain't gonna wait on no man to get his shit together. Why would you expect a man to have to wait on you to get your shit together? Just a reality, like, he dating them white chicks. Well, when he was 20, 25, and 30, you didn't want him. So he was supposed to just be unwanted at 20, 25, and through 30? Like, really? He couldn't just talk to somebody who actually wanted to be with him? Well, the reality is maybe he could, but he should have waited on me to want him one day. And that's that regret. When you see, wow, what does he see in her ugly ass? Maybe he sees somebody who gives a fuck about his ass. Just a thought. Just a thought. And on top of that, the most regretful thing is, and it is really disrespectful, when you regret somebody, we can see the regret in our possessions or our lifestyle, or what, a guy, us guys, we ain't shit when we don't have the possessions that you're attracted to or the lifestyle you're attracted to, and then we get those possessions and live that lifestyle, and all of a sudden you coming around like, you can pick me now because now you're on the level that I want, and all you have to say is come here. Like, have you lost your mind? You remember I wasn't shit last year? It was all good just a week ago. You was the shit and I wasn't just a week ago. Now I need to look at the desperation and thirst in your eyes and know that you won't apologize for your fucked up attitude in the way you treated a fella, but now all of a sudden this deranged look in your eyes means that, you're down. Like, no. We see the regret in your eyes. And you just gonna have to live with that. I'm just saying. Peace.